Good morning, good morning. Beloved, angel of the Lord. So I woke up about 3 and I heard him say, how deep are the waters that are drowning the enemies. Barukata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. So it's been an early night because I did knock out without prophesying, but I saw a couple of places where they have hostages in Gaza. The Lord will do mighty, mighty things. Abba Jesus is going to rescue. He's going to deal with and he's going to rescue. A couple places I remember something, when I first prayed. Then he said something with P, kind of P word. Some kind of P word. Then there was Lubba something. And the other thing was Rosie or something. I don't know these places, but. So. I opened onto Psalms 61. Where are you going? What is this? Okay. I don't know where he went. Here we go. Nisha Rabahusa Tori Kilebusata. Papa, have you way? Oh, that's my own. Derbiako Dahtilia Bahasata. Shagriato Yelabusata Yerabukia Tiliatlianda. Shagri Crosato Yerabamusato. Dia fiekle halakaitai. Shevibia kotoi bataye kilede. Limravasata yakabahasata yelendo. Kabakosha tai rebihosa tai laklahak. Kayagagakum vayusha tai rabakasata. Shevribiako ilaklai daleanda. Limrabafo toyori shekribiato. Hear my cry, oh God, attend to my prayer from the end of the earth. Will I cry to you? When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been a shelter for me I will abide in your tabernacle. Remember, forever. I will trust in the shelter of your wings. Nialahakadabusata. For you, Adonai, Yahweh, Elohim, for you, oh God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. You will prolong the king's life, his years, as many generations. He shall abide before God forever. Oh, pray, pure mercy and truth that may prepare him. Okay. Your people are in bondage once again. Oh, pray, pure mercy and truth, which may prepare, which may preserve him. So I will sing praises to your name, Yahweh, Jesus, forever. That I may daily perform my vows, O Lord. Rakem, Rakem na Hashem Aleinu Rakeh. Your people are in bondage once again, just like in the days of old, where the slave master's whip was upon them wickedly, and they were driven without cause. They were snatched without cause but wickedness. They were oppressed without cause but wickedness. They were harmed and they were killed all the day long, Father. Just like you did in times of old. You are God, you do not change. So the sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the 12 tribes of Israel are not consumed, and already some have been consumed. Your name, O God, does not fail. Your name does not fail. Your name does not fail. But Jesus, your name does not fail. You are infallible. Stretch out your hands, mighty God, and redeem the lost. You are the answer to the prayer of the destitute. You are the answer to the prayer of those who need deliverance. You are the answer to the prayer of those who need salvation. Yahweh, stretch out your hands and answer. Rakeh, Rakem na Hashem Aleinu Rakeh. Alekah Israel. Rakeh. My God, they've turned their backs. They've turned their backs. Yes, Lord. They've turned their backs. Their faces to the sun, their backs towards your temple. I know they've turned your backs. For the sake of Abraham. For the sake of the promise that you would have made to him. You said you make him a father of many, many nations. You said that you would preserve his people. You said that those who curse Israel are cursed, and those who bless Israel are blessed. Biadumi David Misheka. Remember your house. Remember you placed a king of David in Israel on a throne that shall reign forever, Father. Jewish blood cannot be spilled like that, and you cannot be silent. They took disabled people, Lord. Disabled people, Father. You said that you are the answer to the prayer of the destitute. You cannot fail. Make them not to suffer because others did wrong, mighty God. Make them not to hurt because others did wrong. You are the answer to the prayer of the destitute. You save those crushed in spirit. You save those who are scared and turn to you. Move upon hearts. Move upon hearts and break hearts of stone. Move upon hearts. Move upon hearts and break hearts of stone. Move upon hearts. Move upon hearts. I claim you at your word. The word of Ezekiel 36:26 to 29. I claim you at your word. Break hearts of stone that have taken innocent children. Break hearts of stone that have taken the destitute. Break hearts of stone. You made the heart, crumble it within them. Encounter them. Encounter jihad. Encounter them. Encounter terrorists. Encounter them. Let them be troubled in their thoughts. Let them be troubled in their dreams. Let them be troubled until there's a move of your power inside of them, that they might do what is right. Arrest the mind of the Antichrist. Arrest the minds of Satan. Arrest the mind of demonic strongholds in those who oppress Israel. Arrest their minds. Arrest them. Arrest them because your blood was shed on Calvary's cross. Arrest them because you cannot break your promises. Arrest them because your covenant is forever. Arrest them, Yah. Arrest them, Father. Arrest them. Let them not sleep with peace. Let them not eat their food, but without bitterness. Give them bitterness to eat until they turn and do what is good. Release the children. Release the destitutes. They must answer to you who put breath in the lungs. They must. For your eyes search the earth, Father. Your eyes search the earth. You cannot fail. I claim you at your word that is settled. You cannot fail. You hear the cry of the righteous and you deliver them from all their troubles. You cannot fail. Surround them on every side. And those whose hearts do not want to change, let them be slain in front of the Lord. They do not desire you. They desire wickedly. They desire destruction of innocent lives. Deliver Israel from the hand of oppressors. Cover Jerusalem. Yerushalayim. The G or the Y, however you want it. Yahweh or Jesus, however you want it. However you want it. Whatever is pleasing to you. She's done wickedly, but do not make an end of her. Remember your promises, Father. Remember your promises, Father. Deliver children, deliver the crippled, deliver disabled people that they took. Deliver them, Lord. Deliver them, Father. Deliver them, Lord. You watch over your word to perform it. You watch over your word to perform it. You cannot fail because it is settled. It is settled. You said it is settled. You said it is settled. It is your word. It is settled and I claim you at it. I claim you at it. Right here, right now. I claim you at it. Those who were ripped from their homes, the safety of their homes. You do not sleep or slumber, so this is before your eyes. Turn around what is meant for evil for good. Already many graves have been dug. Already many are in mourning, Papa. Already many are in mourning, King. Because their loved ones are gone. Vengeance is yours. You're the one that exempts justice. Shaphat, arise. Arise like the pillar of fire that you are. Arise. You are the judge. Yhwh Shaphat, arise. Arise like you did in times of old. Arise. God of Jacob, arise. When Jacob was in trouble, you delivered. Arise. Arise. Show them that there is a God in Israel. That this day they will know that there's a God in Israel. Show them. Show them that you reign still. And show them that you still answer prayer. Show them that the cry of children and the cry of the destitute come before you. And the angels of them are before your face continually. Every single day. Show them. Prove yourself and show them. Turn hearts to believe once again. I know you're breaking knees. I know you're breaking knees that wouldn't bow. I know you're breaking knees that wouldn't show the nations who you are. I know. But soften up the children, Father. Soften up the children and the destitute, Lord. Suffer them not. And speak to me right now. In a place called Paran, Yhwh hatlaba sotoyrata. Zebrevihu sotoyrakiato liaba hasata. Jevreviak laharando ishe iklahak. Oreado iliba husata. Afino makeno, aheno makeno, afino makeno, aheno makeno. I will not move until you answer. I will not be shaken until you answer. Deliver the children. Deliver the children and the destitute. You are the merciful one. Rakim na Hashem Nenu. Rakim. Speak to me now. Prove me your word. Prove me. Prove me your word. Prove me your word, Father. What am I but dust before you? Dust. Dust. I open onto Judges 20. And it says, so all the children of Israel came out, like out of Egypt. You called your son, like how you called out Moses, even. And as you came, Abba Jesus, and you told them to take you out of Egypt. So all the children of Israel came out from Dan to Beersheba, as well as from the land of Gilead. The congregation gathered together as one man before the Lord at Mizpah. 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 At Mizpah. 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 At prayer. Mizpah. Yhwh. And the leaders of the people, all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 foot soldiers who drew the sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel had gone up to Mizpah. And then the children of Israel said, tell us, how did this wicked deed happen? So the Levite, the husband of the woman who was murdered, answered and said, my concubine and I went into Gibeah, which belongs to Benjamin, to spend the night. And the men of Gibeah rose against me and surrounded the house at night because of me. They intended to kill me, but instead they ravished my concubine so that she died. So I took hold of my concubine, cut her in pieces, and sent her throughout the territory of the inheritance of Israel, because they committed lewdness and outrage in Israel. Look, all you are children of Israel. Give your advice and counsel here and now. I hear you. I hear you. Okay? I hear you. 12 pieces. I don't know if I can get 12 pieces. 2. I hear the Lord saying, take a strand of hair from my head and break it into 12 pieces. Did I reach 12? 10, 11, 12. And he says, turn towards the place of prayer. And he says, scatter it towards the wind. You send the wind. There we go. As this is scattered and the wind blows it in every direction, let the enemy of Israel be surrounded in every direction. There we go. The wind just took it. The wind literally is blowing right now and took it. Atisonake. Okay, here we go. Where are we with this? 8. So, yes, my hair was wet when I fell asleep. And I just kind of like left it like that. So all the people rose as one man. Israel must rise as one. That means Jew and Gentile. Just like how Abba Jesus grafted us in. Just like he grafted every single. Now you will choose a side. You will choose whether you are for God or you are against God. It says, so all the people arose as one man, saying, none of us will go to his tent, nor will any turn back to his house. But now this is the thing we will do to the Gibeah. We will go up against it by lot. We will take 10 men out of every 100 throughout the tribes of Israel, 100 out of every 1,000, and 1,000 out of every 10,000, to make provisions for the people. Well, when they come to Gibeah in Benjamin, they may repay all the vileness that they have done in Israel. So the men of Israel were gathered against the city, united together as one man. Then the tribes of Israel sent men throughout all the tribe of Benjamin, saying, what is this wickedness that has occurred among you? And now therefore deliver up the men, the perverted men who are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death and remove the evil from Israel. But the children of Benjamin would not listen to the voice of their brethren, the children of Israel. Instead, the children of Benjamin gathered together from their cities to Gibeah to battle against the children of Israel. And from their cities that time, the children of Benjamin numbered 26,000 men who drew the sword, and besides the inhabitants of Gibeah, who numbered 700 select men. Among all these people were 700 select men who were left-handed, everyone who could sling a stone at a hair's breadth and not miss. Now besides Benjamin, the men of Israel numbered 400,000 men who drew the sword. All of these were men of war. Then the children of Israel arose and went up to the house of God to inquire of God. And they said, which of us shall go up first to battle against the children of Benjamin? And the Lord said, send Judah first. So the children of Israel rose in the morning and encamped against Gibeah. And the men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin. And the men of Israel put themselves in battle array to fight against them in Gibeah. Then the children of Benjamin came out of Gibeah and on that day cut down to the ground 22,000 men of the Israelites. And the people, that is, the men of Israel, encouraged themselves and again formed the battle line at the place where they had put themselves in array on the first day. Mizpah. Remind them. Send Judah first. Then the children of Benjamin came out of Gibeah that day, cut down to the ground 22,000 men of the Israelites. And the people, that is, the men of Israel, encouraged themselves and again formed the battle line at the place where they had put themselves in array on the first day. And the children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until evening, and asked the counsel of the Lord, shall I again draw near for battle against the children of my brother Benjamin? And the Lord said, go up against him. So the children of Israel approached the children of Benjamin on the second day. Who let the Trojan horse into Israel? It was an inside job. And the Lord said, go up to him. So the children of Israel approached the children of Benjamin on the second day. And Benjamin went out against them from Gibeah on the second day, and cut down to the ground 18,000 more of the children of Israel. All these drew the sword. They got to encourage themselves again. And then the children of Israel, that is the people, went up, came to the house of God and wept. And they sat there before the Lord and fasted. See, they're increasing their supplication to God. They sat there and fasted that day till evening. They offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. So the children of Israel inquired of the Lord. The ark of the covenant of God was there in those days. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, stood before it in those days, saying, shall I yet go out to battle? That's the high priest. But we have a high priest in heaven who is able to sympathize with us. His name is Jesus Christ. So the son of Aaron stood before it in those days, saying, shall I go out to battle against the children of my brother Benjamin, or shall I cease? And the Lord said, oh, that's not, is it? And the Lord said, go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into your hand. And then Israel set men in ambush all around Gibeah. And the children of Israel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day, and put themselves in battle array against Gibeah, as at the other times. So the children of Benjamin went out against the people, and were drawn away from the city. They began to strike down and kill some of the people, as at other times in the highways, which one goes up to Bethel, and the other to Gibeah. In the field, about 30 men of Israel. And the children of Benjamin, said, they are defeated before us, as at first. But the children of Israel said, let us flee and draw them away from the city to the highways. So all the men of Israel rose from their place and put themselves in battle array at Baal Tamar. Then Israel's men in ambush burst forth from their position in the plain of Geba. That plane. Remember the vision with the plane and the battle tanks and the flags? 10,000 men, 10,000 select men from all Israel came against Gibeah, and the battle was fierce. But the Benjamites did not know the disaster was upon them. The Lord defeated Benjamin before Israel. The children of Israel destroyed that day 25,100 Benjamites. All these drew the sword. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were defeated. The men of Israel had given ground to the Benjamites. They relied on the men in ambush, whom they had set against Gibeah. And the men in ambush quickly rushed upon Gibeah. And the men in ambush spread out and struck the whole city with the edge of the sword. And now the appointed signal between the men of Israel and the men in ambush was that they would make a great cloud of smoke rise up from the city. Whereupon the men of Israel would turn in battle. Now Benjamin had begun to strike and kill about 30 of the men of Israel, for they said, surely they are defeated before us as in the first battle. God gave them up to stupor. But when the cloud began to rise from the city in a column of smoke, the Benjamites looked behind them, and there was the whole city going up in smoke towards heaven. Let your smoke arise. The prayer of the saints will arise like a sweet-smelling aroma to Adonai. And it says, and when the men of Israel turned back, the men of Benjamin panicked, for they saw that disaster had come upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Israel in the direction of the wilderness. But the battle overtook them, and whoever came out of the cities, they destroyed in their midst. They surrounded the Benjamites and chased them, and easily trampled them down as far as from the front of Gibeah towards the east. And 18,000 men of Benjamin fell, and all these were men of valor. Then they turned and fled towards the wilderness to the rock of Rimmon, and they cut down 5,000 of them on the highways. Then they pursued them relentlessly up to Gidom, and killed 2,000 of them. So all who fell of Benjamin that day were 25,000 men who drew the sword. All of these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled towards the wilderness to the rock of Rimmon. Rezon. Rezon is the name. Rezon. 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 I think it's Rezon. Neurons. Rezon. But 600 men turned and fled towards wilderness to the rock of Rimmon, and they stayed there at the rock of Rimmon for 4 months. The men of Israel turned back against the children of Benjamin and struck them down, which the edge of the sword from every city, men and beast, all who were found. They also set fire to the cities they came to. Now the men of Israel had sworn an oath at Mizpah, saying, none of us shall give his daughter to Benjamin as a wife. That's the oath that they made. Then the people came to the house of God and remained there before God till evening. They lifted up their voices and wept bitterly and said, O Lord God of Israel, why has this come to pass in Israel, that today there should be one tribe missing in Israel? So it was on the next morning that the people rose early and built an altar there and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the children of Israel said, who is there among the tribes of Israel who did not come up with the assembly of the Lord? For they had made a great oath concerning anyone who had not come up to the Lord at Mizpah, saying, he shall surely be put to death. And the children of Israel grieved for Benjamin their brother, and said, one tribe has been cut off from Israel today. What shall we do for wives, for those who remain, seeing that we've sworn by the Lord that we will not give them our daughters as wives. And they said, what is one there from the tribe of Israel who did not come up to Mizpah to the Lord? And in fact, no one had come up to the camp from Jabesh Gilead to the assembly. When the people were counted indeed, not one of the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead was there. So the congregation sent out 12,000 of their most valiant men, commanded, saying, go and strike the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead with the edge of the sword, including women and children. And this thing that you shall do, you shall utterly destroy every male and every woman who has known a man intimately. So they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins who had not known a man intimately, and brought them to the camp at Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. And then the whole congregation sent word to the children of Benjamin who were at the rock of Rimmon, and announced peace to them. So Benjamin came back at that time, and they gave them the woman whom they had saved alive of the woman Jabesh Gilead. Yet they had found not enough for them. And the people grieved for Benjamin, because the Lord had made void in the tribes of Israel. See, amongst you is a betrayal. Amongst you is a Judas sitting down there, who had sold out Israel to the enemies. Find him. May the God of Israel locate and expose the betrayal, the Trojan horse that entered into Israel. Rakem. All right. And if we read on, look at this. We're even going to read about the yearly fast. It says, then the elders of the congregation said, what shall we do for those who remain, since the women of Benjamin have been destroyed? And they said, there must be an inheritance for the survivors of Benjamin, that a tribe might not be destroyed from Israel. However, we cannot give them wives or daughters. The children of Israel have sworn an oath, saying, cursed be the one who gives a wife to Benjamin. And then they said, in fact, there is a yearly feast of the Lord in Shiloh, which is north of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goes from Bethel to Shechem, and the south of Lebonah. And therefore they instructed the children of Israel, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and watch, just as when the daughters of Shiloh come out to perform their dances. And then they come out from the vineyards, and every man catch a wife for himself from the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. And then it shall be, when their fathers and their brothers come to complain, we will say to them, be kind to them for our sakes, for we did not take a wife from them, any of them, in the war. For it is not as though you have given the woman to them at this time, making for yourself guilty an oath. And the children of Benjamin did so. They took enough wives for their number from those who danced, whom they caught. They went and returned to their inheritance, and rebuilt the cities and dwelt in them. So the children of Israel departed from there that time, every man to his tribe and family. They went up from there, every man to his inheritance. In those days there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in their own eyes. So that's what happened. That's what happens when there's not a ruler who fears the Lord in Israel. You just do what they want. They do as they see fit. Just like in the days of Moses, where they did what they wanted until the commandments came. But the commandments have come. There is no excuse. Atisom ka, kavolim ka, b'yamachut mitavid. Ouch. Here comes the sun. Your mercies are new every morning, Papa. That's what I heard the Lord saying. So we speak the mercy of the Lord and the peace of the Lord to fall upon Israel, for them to receive the people that were taken, those that were alive, those the Lord has shown mercy on, the innocent, the children, the destitute, even as they had to come and sacrifice that day. That victory might come to Israel. All you need to know is that the sacrifice was already on Calvary's cross. And if you would turn back to Yhwh Jesus with prayer and fasting, He will deliver. He will do valiantly. I do not see Him or hear Him. I do not know the way which He comes. But I know, see that split there? I know that He knows the way that I take. But He will do valiantly. He is the Word. He will answer with a mighty outstretched hand. He will answer. That's what I hear the Lord saying. Shalom.